My wife Emily is a decorated Army officer, a major with over a decade of service, including deployments overseas and a long list of commendations. She's the kind of person who turns heads not just because she wears a uniform but because of the dignity with which she carries herself. When she decided to attend our neighborhood's Memorial Day ceremony in full dress uniform, I expected admiration, not confrontation. Unfortunately, we live in a community governed by a woman who sees herself as more powerful than the Constitution. HOA President Karen Whitmore. Karen's pettiness was already legendary, banning wreaths on doors for being too expressive, issuing citations over unauthorized flower colors, and even trying to regulate how long kids could play outside. But this time she went too far. The ceremony was hosted at the community park. My wife arrived in uniform, standing tall. Within minutes, neighbors started walking over to thank her for her service. Some asked for photos. Some simply offered a smile and a handshake. But Karen? She stormed over with a scowl on her face and a clipboard in hand. "This is a residential event," she snapped. "Military uniforms are not appropriate here. It's intimidating and makes others uncomfortable." Emily was stunned. She calmly explained, "This is Memorial Day. I'm honoring fallen soldiers, some of whom were my friends." Karen didn't care. "Either change into regular clothes or leave," she barked. My wife respectfully declined. That's when Karen did the unthinkable. She called the cops. When 2 officers arrived, they were clearly expecting trouble based on Karen's exaggerated complaint. But the moment they saw Emily standing calmly in uniform, surrounded by neighbors in disbelief, their entire demeanor shifted. One officer instantly recognized her. He'd served under her in Iraq. He saluted. Karen tried to insist Emily was violating HOA dress code and disrupting the peace, but the officer cut her off. "Ma'am, this woman is a Army major. She has every right to wear her uniform, especially on Memorial Day. What you've done is not only disrespectful, it's disgraceful." A crowd had gathered by now. Someone had been filming the entire thing. What happened next went viral. The officer turned to Emily, shook her hand, and publicly thanked her for her service. Neighbors applauded. Karen, red-faced and flustered, marched away without another word. The video made it to the local news. The HOA board was forced to issue an apology. And Karen? She resigned 3 weeks later. Emily didn't want the drama, just respect.